Hello, my name is Kevin Modi. I am assistant professor at Bhagwan Mahavir College of Engineering and Technology. We are going to learn today urban transport planning. First of all, we should know about what is urban area. Urban area means a minimum population of 5,000 people, a density of population at least 400 persons per square kilometer, and at least 75% people are working engaging in non-agriculture activities. Now the second term, transport means is the movement of humans, animals and goods from one place to another, and the planning means the process of making plans for something. And we are if we are combining these words, urban transport planning means the urban area transportation from movement of one place to another. We should making some plans and a good policies. Transportation planning is an integral part of overall urban planning. Needs systematic approach. Means urban transport is a complex involving various modes of transport, technologies and institutions. The volume and the nature of demand for urban transport are derived from overall pattern of socio-economic activities and their interaction within the area. Urban transport shapes the growth pattern of urban development and vice versa. Means the urban transport has emerged most important components of economy. The urban transports impact the competitive economy by adversely affecting the labor markets and by increasing the community times of goods and passengers. The urban transport sector is compromising in main basic four elements: mode of transport, transport infrastructure, service provider, and transport management. Now, the travel demand estimation is an important part of comprehensive transportation planning process. Means the travel demand, the type of people would choose under a specific condition, taking account factors such as the quality of transport options available and their pricings with the important transportation planning process. However, planning does not end by predicting travel demand. We are not only predicted planning with the transportation planning. The ultimate aim of the urban transport planning is to generate alternatives for improving transportation system to meet future demand and selecting the best alternative after the evaluations. Now see, the transport planning is divided in the four level. The level 1 is a city transport balance, level 2 is integration of multimodal network, level 3 is a coordination of single mode network, and level 4 is a planning, designing, operation of single facility. Now we can discuss it in detail. Level 1 means city transport balance, which divided in main five components. The first component is economic function. Economic function means the raw materials relating to population to land uses, how moving people goods from one place to another place. Regional specifications means how the specialized skill, equipment, raw material distribution develop within own specifically. Decentralization, timely production, power and energy, agriculture. These are the main points which is covered in the economic functions and how the city is running. The second is social function. Social function means living standards of the people, how people have been brought together feeling with the isolation in destroyed by the transportation. The next is the life has become more enjoyable and comfortable with the social functions. The transportation has developed population centers. Transportation has produced culture and intelligences had been immigration. In the housing sector, how the distributions and the mails, newspapers brought people different regions in close contact. How the housing factors is divided in the different class of category like EWS, middle class, MIG, and HIG, higher income group. middle class income group, and LIG means lower income group. Transport has been made easier reach places of religious importance. Transport is main connectivity of the areas, and environment is also an important factor to build a city. Focus on level 2 integration of multimodal network system, where three main transit, pedestrian and auto highway are interconnected. Transit means transporting massive either passenger or freight on a separated route, especially in urban area, which is divided into the, like for example BRTS, bus rapid transit system. The second one is pedestrian, how the pedestrians walkway we should build, how pedestrians infrastructure we should provide it. Auto highway is also one part of the integration of multimodal network. The third is level. The 3 is coordination of single mode network, which are the urban street and transit network. Urban street means how the street is defined and designed with the principle of urban design, and how the street become the liable for the people. The level 4 is planning, design and operation of single facility, means how the plaza interactions and the urban streets are functioning, planning and designing according to their city type, according to their regional type, and how they functions according to their city and the regional type. These main four level of transportation planning, which is very different from each stage. The first stage is about the city, the second stage is about the integrated multimodal network, the third is about the single mode coordination, and the fourth is about the planning, designing and operations of the design. The next topic is transport planning module. How the developing a transport policy issues to be considered and options. Means how the transportation policies is issue, how it considered and how it should be implementation. The main part is the designing of the transportation policy, and the more difficult part is the implementation of the transportation policies. The second point is set up vision, goals, and strategies for cities towards achieving a livable atmosphere. Means how we should value our irreducible qualities of the life, how desire and driving governing human behavior. Goals means goals are the idealized end states of the total environment towards the planner while planning an urban system. Strategy means how the method of measurement and the determined conformity to criterion of the prescribed to achieve this livable atmosphere. Now understand the nuances of comprehensive mobility planning studies. Criteria for planning means the criteria are specific tasks and measures which reflect the degree of attachment of particular objectives. It specified a range of values within the performance of the city life. For example, the maximum annual concentration of certain gases in the air, and the TDM as a strategy for improving mobility in the city. Mobility means an access to transportation, which indicates movement from travel demand model to determine choices available to a consumer. Mobility plan is revised every 5 years, and the cities are encouraged to prepare mobility plans, which are the basic documents to access central funds. And the mobility plans usually covers the regional, sub-regionals and the local area and the city area within the boundary of the regional area. Now the next topic is transport planning process. How the transport planning process is divided in traditional way and contemporary way. Traditional way means the model ways susceptible to manipulation may not be suitable for the growing cities and the resource constraint. Contemporary way means strategic planning approach based on the professional understanding and the public participations.